Welcome back to the channel. Today we're embarking on a unique journey through the heart of Utah's untamed West. Our starting point is the surreal and expansive Bonneville Salt Flats, a landscape of stark beauty and silent splendor. But our adventure today isn't about this incredible natural landscape. We're going to delve into the history of the American West by tracing a route that follows the legacy of the Transcontinental Railroad. We are leaving the Salt Flats behind and heading north, aiming to connect with the historic railbed that once united a nation, ultimately leading us to the Golden Spike National Historic Site. Prepare for a journey through time. From the dazzling white expanse of the Salt Flats, our path takes us north, transitioning into the rugged beauty of the Great Basin Desert. But as we navigate the seemingly empty landscape, it's important to remember that this very ground holds another significant chapter in American history. The story of the California Trail, and more specifically, the ill-fated Hastings Cutoff. While promising a shorter path, the Hastings Cutoff proved to be a brutal and often deadly gamble. The terrain was far more difficult than advertised, water sources were scarce, and the delays encountered along the shortcut often proved catastrophic. Perhaps the most infamous group to take this route was the Donner Party in 1846. Their harrowing experience, marked by tragedy and immense suffering, serves as a stark reminder of the unforgiving nature of this land and the perils faced by those early pioneers seeking a new life in California. Near the old site of Lucian, we encounter a fascinating blend of history and art. The sun tunnels, created by Nancy Holt, are a powerful testament to the human desire to connect with the landscape and the celestial cycles. It's intriguing to think that this artistic statement lies at the western end of the very rail line we're tracing. Our focus now shifts to a prior chapter in the land's history, the ambitious endeavor to connect the nation with iron rails. We're seeking the path of the old Transcontinental Railroad, a route that would eventually transform the American West. Our goal is to find the beginning of the Transcontinental Railroad Backcountry Byway, our track into this fascinating past. Was this an old depot?
Yeah, that box in there is like a breaker box off to the left. Or something like that. Or a control box.
If I believe right, that's
It's got a lot of power coming into it.
If I believe right, that's how they would operate the signals for the railroad.
Ah, there it is. we found the beginning of the Transcontinental Railroad Backcountry Byway. This unassuming track is our gateway to a pivotal era in American history. Let's consider this the starting line for a journey back in time. This very path was once a vital artery, the culmination of an extraordinary engineering feat. Imagine the sights and sounds of the construction, the relentless labor that went into laying these tracks across this challenging terrain.
Pretty sure we just came across some old railroad structures, what's left of them, which is not much.
Yeah.
So, see this, folks? This is what it's all about. He is so giddy, just excited about checking out all this old history.
"702 miles from San Francisco." Terrace's fate was tied to the formation of the Transcontinental Railroad. At its peak, Terrace reached nearly 1,000 residents, many of whom were likely Chinese, excluded from the census. The railroad town and its population attracted a chain store, library, opera house, pleasure garden, a couple of hotels, a school, a public bath, and even a justice of the peace who, according to the shot-up interpretive signage at the site, also ran the saloon. Terrace all but vanished after the shorter line was completed across the Great Salt Lake.
How they would have found it rolling through here and everything, you know?
Oh, the trains and stuff?
Yeah, back in the day. Because they were right close to this.
So this isn't the whole cemetery then?
Might have just been where they found it, you know?
This one has a year on it.
76 years old.
I was lucky for back in the day.
That's pretty impressive. You got one up here on the right on the ground.
(2001) That had to have been when this was put in.
Yeah.
1908.
So they might have had some monument or something and it got vandalized or broken or
Yeah.
something. They came in and did a concrete plate on it, you know, they knew that's where the person.
As we travel along this old rail bed, you might notice the absence of the actual rails. In the early 20th century, a more direct route across the Great Salt Lake was established, leading to the gradual abandonment of this original section and the demise of the town of Terrace. The rails themselves were eventually repurposed during wartime. Yet the trace of this historic line remains, offering us a unique pathway through the desert. These BLM markers serve as important windows into the past, providing context and stories about the people and events that shaped this region. Take a moment to appreciate the history embedded in the seemingly desolate landscape. Okay, so we were following the route that I had got from BLM for the Transcontinental Railroad route, and we got to a certain point where there is a barricade blocking the original track that I had. So there is actually a small detour that we are on right now, which we are also tracking, because I will share this track down in the comments below. But it is pretty well signed.
Yeah, the signs were pretty new. I'm assuming there's a trail washout or something where they closed it down. But they have it signed very well. Like, I just came to the first intersection after the detour, after the signs, and there's yet another sign telling me what way to go.
And it's got an arrow too. Here, I'll show you. Traveling along the slightly elevated path offers a unique perspective of the surrounding desert. You truly feel immersed in the vastness and quiet beauty of this untamed land. While camping is permitted along the rail grade, remember that self-sufficiency is crucial, as there are no services or amenities along the way. So we're still following the scenic byway, but as you can see to the left here, that's the actual train tracks, or where the trains ran. So we are currently paralleling it. We got a couple of theories, one being that maybe it's too narrow for modern day vehicles to get through, or maybe it's the grade or something, but we don't know. So we're just gonna stick to the actual route and not risk anything.
Yeah, they blew through the rock.
Yeah.
And where I seen that, it looked very narrow. So, and then I also maybe like rock fall.
Or washouts, because it is pretty elevated.
Hop in. You gonna drive? Oh, the seat jacks up a lot. I don't know if you'll need it, honestly.
Okay, close the door. Okay, put your foot on the brake, pull it down all the way, and then go over. There. You don't have your train conductor hat. Don't go too fast. Stay on the road.
I'm trying.
What?
I said I haven't drove a trailer. The gas is very touchy.
Yes.
That's the conductor. You're on the back.
How does it feel to be driving on the old Transcontinental Railroad? Feels good?
You know what's funny is the Jeep stays at 4 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Without the foot on the gas.
Yep.
Get up to 5.
You gonna make this corner?
What corner?
This corner we're coming up to.
You gotta let that stick go past us. Catch that guy. We can still get him. Ooh.
Keeping us on navigation, man. Yep, we're doing good.
15 miles an hour.
Dang, speed demon up there.
I mean, I could call her.
Nah.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. Oh, you see, you caught me?
Well, even if I didn't, I wouldn't.
Yep, now I figured I'd get it from back here. This is where I've been demoted. Turns out I like pins, I guess.
That's my spot. Not
Uh-huh.
me. I'm back.
Yep. So I'm back here riding. Mom hasn't pulled her hair out yet. Yeah, he's been doing good. I'm in here getting my hands warm. It's great.
Yeah.
So, although being out there was amazingly pretty, I'm not gonna lie.
It's 45 degrees.
Actually, I think might jump out again. And we're back on the back. Couldn't see this from the back window, so figured why not hop out for a little bit longer, freeze a little more. I was making him a little nervous in the back seat, I think, so. Got a bit chilly last night. We all hopped out. Been sitting in here. The Gladiator says it's balmy. That got cold. Luckily, we did run the diesel heater. Piped it right up into the window. It was predicted to get down to like 28. Water tank froze solid.
Our journey along this historic Transcontinental Railroad backcountry byway is drawing us closer to our destination, the Golden Spike National Historic Site. It's a place where the story of a nation's unification through iron rails is preserved and brought to life. This incredible journey, starting from the stark and beautiful Bonneville Salt Flats, acknowledging the trails of the Hastings Cutoff pioneers, and then following the historic trace of the Transcontinental Railroad to the significant site of the Golden Spike, offers a profound connection to the past and the untamed spirit of the American West. It's a reminder that even seemingly forgotten paths hold powerful stories.
Get where you wanted to go, in those days. It was almost easier to travel to Europe than it was to get to the other side of the country, which is kind of something that's a little bit hard to wrap your head around today.
Step forward, Mama.
What's that one picture of the Spider-Mans? Which one? Which one? Which one?
Yeah. If you've enjoyed this exploration of Utah's history and landscape, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more off-the-beaten-path adventures. What aspects of Western history or unique landscapes intrigue you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and we will see you on the next one.
Thank you.
So if you're ever coming off the Transcontinental Railroad Byway, I would highly recommend stopping at the Golden Spike Burger. Their food was amazing. They've got big, heavy chocolate shakes. Well, you got an Oreo shake, but
They got huge curbs.
and they got huge curbs. But yeah, that was definitely worth the stop.
Oh, and there's a crossing, so.
Yes, at the end of the Transcontinental Railroad Byway in Corinne.
Yeah.
Corinne.
Ukulele.
I'd say we cut it close on the Transcontinental. What was it called?
Transcontinental Byway.
Yeah, we filled up at the Bonneville Salt Flats, the gas station right there. And we got to the end, and that's what we got left. 15 miles of range, and we're here in Corinne.